Hi, in this video I want to show you the difference between observing your objective results from your structure and added objective results that have an assessment and associated questions with them. So it finally clicked for me today after working with this that there's two different sets. One's more specific than the other. So without confusing you further, let me show you. If I click on my quiz link, in the previous video we checked out completion summary results for this quiz. Let's look at results from the Learning Objectives tab. So I was thinking of a situation, what if by chance, like a lot of the students are missing the same questions and you just want to see, I wonder how the class did on this specific objective. So if I go to Easter Island, this specific objective on my quiz, and I scroll down to find it, I can see two different types of results for this. If I get results from here, these are the objective results from my competency structure. And if I click here to get results, these are the results based on this assessment method, the score on the selected questions associated with this objective. So it's a little more specific. So let me show you these first. These are the results for the overall objective that I set up in my structure. And so you can see none of the students have mastered this learning objective yet. This is the same screen as if I went over to find the objective in my structure and I click on it and I click results. That's the same data there. But if I go back here and I click the results for the assessment method that I set up when I added this objective to my quiz. So these are the activity results. Let's see. If I click on view results, it'll take me to another screen, and you can see this time I do have some students that completed it. So don't get confused thinking like, well, why does it say they're completing the objective here, but in my structure it says they're not? They're two different things. The one we just looked at previously was for the whole course. This is just the added objective and the select group of questions. This is just evaluating how well they did on those 3 or 4 questions I added to the objective. So I set a threshold just for this example at 40%, that they had to get 40% of the points, the total number of points for all those questions that were associated to the objective on the quiz. And so you can see some of the students met the threshold or exceeded it, and one of the students did not. So this student got less than 40% of the questions right for the added objective. Now this is the same results that if we go back to our home screen here and I find the quiz that's associated with that objective, that's the same result. So if I go to the objective again, and I click on structure this time, and I can see that the quiz has been associated with this objective. If I click on the results button, it'll bring up the same activity results. So we can see this is the quiz score on selected questions. These are the results for the added objective on the quiz, and you can see here's the threshold and the same scores for how well they did on just those questions in that section that were linked to the objective on the quiz. So I hope that makes sense. You can get the results in 2 places, and this is convenient to look if you start noticing patterns like, you know, maybe students are missing the same questions and you want to just see an overall how the whole class did on that particular added objective. You can go get it from, let me move this over. You can go get it from your Objectives tab in your quiz, and then click on your objective, see Objectives tab, and then you click on the objective you want to look at, and then it brings up this screen, and then you can click the overall objective results here, or you can see the results for just the specific questions you associated with this objective on your quiz here. So I hope that helps you make sense of where to find results and what kind of results you're getting and how to interpret them. It finally clicked for me today, so I thought I'd share that with you. And I hope it helps, and thank you for watching.